Hi, my name is Juliana and this is my reading project. Our reading project is supposed to be our progressions and our evidence. And by progressions, I mean like how much we progressed this last unit. So I read a book named Dustworks, and well, it's about a mouse that's different than the others because he likes the human world instead of hiding from it. And the other mouses don't approve it, the other mice will. Yeah. So I'm gonna do my evidence for my progressions with this book. But like for the first one, which is analyzing parts of the story in relation to the whole, it's kind of difficult with this book because Dustworks is the mouse's name. So, well, yeah, with this one, for the first one, analyzing parts of the story in relation to the whole, I graded myself in a level 2 to 3 of the progressions that have some stages. The other book's title was Nuts to You, and it was about some squirrels which, well, worked together and they were all friends. And there was no differences coming to friendship with them. So, the book was mostly about friendship, and they all start to say that's to you in a way of friendship. So that is the part that I think names the book. The second progression is building vocabulary. I graded myself in a 3 to 4. And, well, it's like the state in the progression, it's about like naming a character based on actual trait. So I think Dustworks is curious because, well, he likes to explore the human world. Like he goes to the library, he loves reading, and when he heard, well, there's a part of the story in which he hears some music and he goes to where it comes from, and well, it was the king playing for his daughter. The third skill is inferring about characters and other story elements. So, this skill is about knowing if a character is going to be happy, sad, angry, if something specific happens. I graded myself 2 to 3. Okay. So, well, yeah, when, for example, Dustworks goes into the room where the king is playing music for his daughter, he feels a little scared, but he feels a little happy too because of the music. So, like, most likely in the book, he is always, like when he goes to the library, he reads a book where the last words are always his favorite. Because, well, I know this because in the book they say like, and his favorite words were always the last. So I can imagine the happy ending, so he is happy when he reads. And lastly, fluency, which is the sound of my voice when I read. I add emotions. I take my voice when the character speaks. Rated myself 2 to 4, so I'm going to read a little bit of the book. So this is chapter 2. It's called Such a Disappointment. So yeah, I'm going to read this little page. Dustworks still lived, but his existence was cause for much speculation in the mouse community. He's the smallest mouse I've ever seen, said his aunt Florence, It's ridiculous. No mouse has ever been this small, not even a tilling. She looked at Desperix through narrowed eyes as if she expected him to disappear entirely. No mouse, she said again, ever. Desperix, his tail wrapped around his feet, stared back at her. Do that. It was a little bit, I'm just gonna read. And yeah, that's my evidence for my progressions. And well, thank you for hearing me.